Great.
Sutter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SutterHeyman.com.
This is the Happy Hour.
You guys going to happy hour?
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I want to know what it's like to commit a crime without having to spend time in jail.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome into the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert, Enrique Alvarez Clary joining you. Rico, what's up?
Hello.
How's it going, man?
It's going fantabulous. How are you?
Good. Hanging in there. It's going to be a quick show today because, well, it's 1:20 and
You have to be to class.
I leave at 1:35. So
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
that's gonna be quick.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay, so let's just get right into it. 402-464-5685. The Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Sutter Heyman text line, both those open for you guys. If you did not see the news on Twitter last night, we are on TV. The ticket TV that I remember DP talking about when I was his board op on Old School, his producer.
This has been a long time
Like
coming.
way in the afternoon, right when they switched to afternoons, DP talked about ticket TV and how it was going to be a thing. And here we are to where, I should say, what's it called?
Allo TV?
Yes.
Allo Cable subscribers have channel 951. You can switch to that, and you'll be able to see us on your televisions.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to like stream from YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, or Facebook to your televisions. You can just, if you have Allo Cable, go to channel 951 and then check us out. Although, please do go to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, follow, subscribe, like all of those things on those places. You can check us out on the Sutter Heyman Jewelers live video stream because that's still happening. We've got so many avenues, so many avenues for you to listen / watch us.
Yeah.
We've got television, we've got live streams, we've got, regular old radio, we've got streaming services, we've got podcasts, everything. So if you're not listening to the ticket, what are you doing?
Not listening to the ticket.
Disgusting.
Okay, let's go back into that because I talked about NIL and Caitlin Clark kind of, as much as you may get annoyed by this or by what Caitlin Clark can do on the floor. And here's the deal is she's a heck of a basketball player. And a lot of fun to watch, but there are flops. There are, those antics. There's other things on the side of it.
There are things that come with being a star.
But with that, so Caitlin Clark put on an NIL camp, or is going to put on an NIL camp, and this is NIL at its finest, if you ask me.
You mean a basketball camp?
Yeah. What did I say?
NIL camp.
In a way,
technically it is. But.
So here we are, and Caitlin, what she did. She charged $87.50 per session. Now there are 4 2-hour sessions for 2 days, in back-to-back days, and she charged $87.50 for the entire thing. So for 4 hours, whatever age, there's multiple age limits. That's how they break up the sessions.
Mm-hmm.
She's charging $87.50, which broken down single, like piece by piece, family by family, pretty affordable, if you ask me, to go with a Division I women's basketball player who's going to go to the WNBA, is up for Player of the Year nomination this season. $87.50 is pretty reasonable. And
that is $21.88 an hour.
It is also, one thing I will say, there's the hometown appeal with Caitlin Clark being from the Des Moines area as well. If you ever wondered how Caitlin Clark got to Iowa and why she chose Iowa, from Des Moines area.
Right there.
So that played a big part in it. But we see it here to where Caitlin Clark is going to make bank off of this camp. She's going to make bank for 2 days. I mean, long story short, it sold out in 5 minutes. Every single session sold out in 5 minutes. And so when you have that status, now obviously it's the extreme when you are a household brand, when you are a name brand named athlete, a very popular one at that.
It's more than likely the player of the year in all of women's college basketball.
You can sell a camp with, have a Hy-Vee sponsor, which she does, and have an agent, which she does, and sell out your camp in 5 minutes while also getting quite a bit of money for it and helping out the community as well.
I bet it would have been 8 minutes if it was $100.
Well, that's the thing. Is like
it still would have sold out.
She still would have sold it out eventually, but there's also some rewarding part of it to where it's, hey, it's only $87.50 for 2 days for 2 hours a day.
You're not breaking the bank for your kid to go learn from one of the best to ever do it in college basketball, which is fantastic. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter if you dislike Iowa or you dislike Caitlin Clark. You have to give her flowers and realize she is one of the best women's basketball players that we have ever seen.
Here's the deal. Like, we always compare it to Steph Curry. The women's college basketball version of Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Right? Because she can pull up from anywhere on the floor and she can hit it with confidence. And Lisa Bluter, the head coach of Iowa women's basketball, has no issue with that either.
She's got the
There was
light.
The game against Georgia here in the NCAA tournament where Caitlin Clark she played a part in 27 of the Iowa's 29 points in one junction of in one part of the game, and she had only scored 4 of those 29 points.
Mm-hmm.
So she had assisted the other 23 out of the 29 points for Iowa. And so that's something that, as a basketball fan, think about like Nebraska men's basketball, just to make it easy and relatable for Husker fans. That's like Sam Griesel, who's a hometown guy, able to have, 11 assists in a 6-minute span. Not anything flashy, just basic assists. And think about it. We're sitting there as fans in Pinnacle Bank Arena going, dang, this is fun. Just a high level showcase of passing. It's something you can get behind. It's something you can cheer for. Mm-hmm. And if you're just a generic and general college basketball fan, it's something that you appreciate for the game, especially when you look up and professionals it's a lot of one-on-one game. And even now in college basketball, it's dribble out the shot clock until it gets down to 12 seconds on the clock. Give it to your point guard or best ball handler, let him go to work, right? Pull up a 35-footer from beyond the arc and hit off back iron.
Mm-hmm.
So you appreciate those things if you are just a somebody watching college basketball, whether that be men's or women's college basketball. But definitely wanted to kind of point out that, and that's an example of NIL doing good, not only for the athlete, because like I said, Caitlin Clark, who obviously is going to appreciate the money, not going to turn it down. I wouldn't either, but Caitlin Clark's going to make bank off of this. Has, I think, 3 or 4 sessions a day for 2 days straight, and all of them are full at $87.50 per kid. I'm sure her agent's getting some part of that as well, which that's fine.
Of course.
But she keeps a good, nice little chunk of that, and it's 2 days' work that also benefits the community and benefits a lot of young kids who look up to Caitlin Clark. Mm-hmm. And you want to talk about a polarizing athlete in that community, it's for both boys and girls. Both boys and girls get to go to this game.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just girls basketball.
She spent like 25 minutes after their game against, I think it was the game against Louisville, signing autographs for little boys and little girls after the game. They had to, I believe security had to like escort her off. They were like, okay, that's enough. Like we need to go now.
Yeah.
And also I'm trying to find the exact percentage, but I'm pretty sure she accounted for over 50%. If you count in her points and her assists, over 50% of the total scoring for Iowa in the win against Louisville.
It's
like
crazy.
it was her and her passing, her scoring and her passing that led to Iowa defeating Louisville.
Yeah, and there's a reason that, you can game plan for her, and Nebraska has done so, but there's a reason that she scored over 30 points every single time Nebraska's played them. And Nebraska game plans.
Everybody does.
But you can't. Sometimes you just can't stop them.
At a certain point, there's absolutely nothing that you can do, because there's points where she takes a step past half court and she shoots it, and she'll make it.
She
will make that shot.
What's funny is it's also more of like the conversation of like, we're not trying, like, just hold her under 35.
Mm-hmm.
If Nebraska holds Caitlin Clark under 35 points in a game, and is able to out-rebound Iowa in a way, like they're going to find themselves in a game. But that's a lot harder said, or a lot easier said than done with a player like Cisnano and Warnock down low for the Iowa women's basketball team.
Caitlin Clark is one of those players where you kind of sit back and you say, she's going to get hers. We need to make sure nobody else beats us. Like, she's going to drop 30, but we need to make sure that nobody else drops, 15.
Here's what's crazy. Okay, so that's enough Iowa and Creighton. We talked about Creighton a lot yesterday.
And we're talking about Iowa.
Which I will say, Greg McDermott's post-game speech,
electric.
Real special. Highly recommend you go watch that. But that's enough
rival talk.
Creighton and Iowa talk. 402-464-5685. And like an unnamed texter says, unlikable on the court. She travels all the time and flops like no other. Off the court, it's a nice kid. And I get that. And that's once again, that's kind of how we started this was from a fan, from a Husker fan or just an opponent standpoint. You don't like her because you're not a fan of her because of the on the court antics. And also, let's be real, when you get torched time after time, you kind of start to dislike the player. But as a basketball fan, you have to appreciate what she's done for the sport.
She told Haley Van Lith during their game the other night, "You're down by 15. Shut up."
Yeah. There's that. Well, and see, like, here's the deal. She said something along the lines of like Big Ten championship. It was after the Big Ten semifinals. She was asked like, "Hey, so what are your thoughts on playing for the Big Ten title?" And she looks at the reporter and goes, "It's all I ever know. It's all I've ever known." And I sit there as a Husker fan,
that bravado.
Yeah, like I sit there as a Husker fan and go, "Damn you! Like, damn it! How
hate
blood boiling."
I hate how good
but
she
I'm like,
is because I can't hate her. Like I dislike her so much. But I will watch her play.
Yeah, I turned on the Iowa-Georgia game to see. Let's see how many Caitlin Clark's going on.
I will watch her play, and I just
it's one of those things where it's like, man, if she played for Nebraska and she was like, "Listen, it's all I ever known is Big Ten championship appearance," I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. Hell yeah, Caitlin, that's all we've ever known for the last 3 years." But here we are as Nebraska fans, and unfortunately, Iowa has to be Iowa. Couldn't be anybody else.
One more year of Caitlin Clark.
That's what's crazy. Is she has the ability to come back next year.
Actually, I think she's only a junior, so I think she has to because you have to play 4 years.
Okay, so she has to come back next year.
But I think she can come back for a 5th year.
Have fun.
So, yeah, whatever.
All right, let's take our break. When we come back, we talk Husker football and spring practice next up.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln by offering a number of services. From group homes for special needs adults to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the intellectual and developmental disability services your loved one needs to live a fulfilling life. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a more rewarding career, learn more about available positions. Learn more about services for your loved ones or employment today at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
If your home isn't delivering the year-round comfort you expect, call the experts at Bryant. Warm and cool, comfort and confidence. Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Call 467-1111.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Hey there.
Hi, honey.
Uh-oh.
Remember we told Jamie and Mike about Liberty First Credit Union, how great their checking account and car loans are, the amazing service we get, and how we love being members?
Yeah.
Well, they took our advice. Jamie said how easy it was to move all their accounts and become members. Now they say they're banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union.
Learn more about being a member at libertyfirstcu.com. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Member NCUA.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Guys, when I first started with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, I weighed in at over 300 pounds. Now, less than a year later, I'm under 200 pounds for the first time since high school. I'm stronger, I'm healthier, and it all began with Farrell's 10-week challenge. 10 weeks of boxing, strength training, and guided nutrition coaching to help you reach your fitness goals. Their next 10-week challenge begins on April 8th. If you're wanting to change your life like I have, head to theticketfm.com and click on Enroll Now on the homepage. Plus, get a promo code for a discount just for ticket listeners. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping.
The Groom Room in Lincoln takes time out to salute America's military working dogs. Canines have served in the military for over 100 years, and they still serve today. Never forget the brave sacrifices these unsung heroes have made. For more information and ways to support military service dogs, go online and search Military Canine Care. This message is from the Groom Room in Lincoln. We're free thanks to our brave. Visit thegroomroominc.com. Proud to support America's vets.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, call 988 for free, confidential, and compassionate support. On July 16th, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is transitioning to 988. There is hope. For 24/7 support, call, text, or chat 988.
Sponsored by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, listen up. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary.
This isn't the real Caesar's Palace, is it? Did Caesar live here?
No.
I didn't think so.
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The Hangover, such a good movie. Caesar did not live there, unfortunately, Alan.
The cultural influence of The Hangover is understated.
Haven't seen Hangover 2, though. I saw it's on Netflix.
You never watched it?
Never seen it, number 2. I have something against sequels and trilogies and all that. I just have something against them.
Okay.
Yeah, I have something against movies to begin with.
Yeah, you're not a movie guy. First off, trilogies, if they are meant to be trilogies,
okay,
they're usually
if they're done. Started at
yes,
number one. Yeah, okay, that's a good point.
They're usually done well.
Like
but
Harry
if it's
Potter, I'm good with.
Yeah, but like The Hangover, I don't think that they were planning on making any more after that, and they were like, "Wow, this did so well, let's do it again."
Same with like Ted.
Ted 2 was kind of funny. It was actually pretty good.
On my way back.
Ted 2 is actually pretty good.
That's
on your way back from Europe.
Yes, that's what I did the entire plane ride back. All 18 hours of my plane ride.
Was it in French?
No, it was not in French. The guy sitting next to me spoke French. A lot of hand signals. But no, that's all it was Ted movies and
Great movies.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Sorensen says John Wick 4 is supposedly the best of the series. Incredible ratings. Can't wait to watch it. The first, they were amazing. So stop hating, Nick. I have only seen the first one.
I also looked. So I was thinking about going to a movie on Tuesday tonight.
Oh yeah, where are you going? What movie are you going?
I was thinking about it, and then I looked on the Marcus Theaters website, and I was like, these movies don't nothing excites me.
What are the John Wick 4?
So it's John Wick 4 here. We can look it up.
Yeah, let's look this up real quick.
Because we're going completely off topic here.
We are, because you have to leave.
I have to leave in
10
about
minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
So okay, now playing. Here we go. We can find this real quick. Let's see.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Doesn't excite me at all.
Which looks amazing, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna watch that. Me and my wife are gonna watch it at some point. John Wick Chapter 4. Air. That doesn't excite you?
No.
You know it does. The Michael Jordan one.
The Michael Jordan.
That one excites you.
It would not excite. Let me reiterate. It would not excite the person I was going to go with.
Okay. Shazam, Fury of the Gods.
No.
The first Shazam was actually pretty good. Scream 6? Scream 6?
No.
Creed
6. Why do we have 6? Why the hell are we making 6 of one movie?
Apparently, this one's really good. This one's
sure
better
it is.
than all the others.
It always says it is.
Creed 3.
Now, if they make a Cocaine Bear number 2, it's gonna be like, all right, what's going on? What's going on here?
Creed 3.
Cocaine Elf or Elk? Excuse me.
Cocaine Elk. That'd be dangerous. Creed 3.
Moose.
Have you seen the first two?
No, I don't. I also somebody at the station has seen Creed 3 and told me not to go watch it.
I'm gonna watch it probably when it comes out on Redbox or something. Shout out to Redbox. 65.
No.
Okay. Do you even know what that one's about?
I guess timeout. I did want to see Champions. Champions looks good.
I'm still going through these right now.
Champions looks good. There's also more now on the website than there was when I looked last week.
You don't want to watch Puss in Boots: The Last Wish?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Do you know what 65 is about?
No, I do not.
It's about it's what if humans crash landed on Earth 65 million years ago when dinosaurs were around?
See, I don't need that.
But they're from a different planet, but they landed on Earth during dinosaurs, and they didn't know what dinosaurs were. So it's pretty much just like a holy crap, look at these
Where are
giant
you
lizards.
looking at this?
I just typed in movies Lincoln, Nebraska.
So okay, that's false because here's the deal. You might be looking at upcoming because let me tell you.
No, that one. I think that one's out.
Let me tell you the ones that are on the actual theater website here, Rico.
Okay. Marcus Theaters.
John Wick Chapter 4, and the ones that were showing on Tuesday. Because you have to remember.
Okay. No, I'm on it.
You have to remember $5 movies. Things like that.
Santiago, The Camino Within. I don't even know.
I'm
what that
okay.
is.
It's a documentary. I like documentaries a lot. Like documentaries much more than movies, in all honesty. It's only showing on March 28th. So it's only showing today, and it only has one
7
show
p.m.
time at 7 p.m.
An hour and 45 minutes.
My neighbor Totoro.
Totoro.
35th anniversary.
You should watch that.
Ghibli 2023.
It's electric.
It's subtitled.
It's Studio Ghibli. All right, not Ghibli.
Is it anime?
Yes, it is.
Absolutely not.
It's fantastic.
Absolutely not.
You should watch it.
When I see subtitled,
yeah,
no,
it's subbed. It's in Japanese.
I'm going to the movie to relax, not read.
You are relaxing. It's a great movie. You should watch it. Everyone should watch it. My Neighbor Totoro.
The School of Magical Animals. It says dubbed.
So that's definitely in a different language.
Okay, so definitely no on that one.
I don't know what language that's in. What about The Lost King? I don't even know what it's a drama.
Yeah, I don't know. Champions. I would go to Champions. Champions looks fun.
That one looks good.
I actually really want to see that one.
Scream 6.
Go
watch Cocaine Bear.
Do not care about Cocaine Bear.
You do care about Cocaine Bear, don't you lie?
I heard that Cocaine Bear. Somebody says can't wait for Meth Gator.
They're actually making that.
No.
Yeah.
Is it based somewhat on a true story like Cocaine Bear?
I believe so.
Well, then we're on to something.
At least I heard that.
Just find all the animals that had drugs. That were drugged. That's all we care about.
Weed squirrel.
Heroin bird.
Okay. I know what dubbed means. Fill the burn.
Yeah, dude, look at that.
But it was in a different language first,
made into English.
Yes.
So basically, what I'm hearing is that the words won't match the mouth.
Sometimes they get that too, but
no. See, I'm just trying to figure it out. Well, here's the deal. Unnamed Texter makes a good point. If you're not wanting to watch the Super Mario Brothers movie when it comes out, you can't talk about movies on your show.
I do.
I want to. I haven't said it though because I don't want people to think I'm a young man.
No, it's fine. It's Super Mario Brothers.
Can older people watch Super Mario Brothers?
Everybody loves Super Mario.
Thank you. I think it looks really good.
The only problem is, I want to punch Chris Pratt in the face.
What do you have against Chris Pratt?
He said this, and I quote, "This voice is like nothing you've ever heard before." And then it's just his freaking voice.
That's what I say every day.
Everybody's like, well, he can't do the accent because that's rude. And I'm just like, no, it's Mario.
That's how
everybody knows there's an accent.
That's how I'm going to be every single radio show I ever do from here on out. This voice is like no other voice you've ever heard. It's my voice.
It's just like Pratt. No,
welcome to the happy hour. My voice.
Ridiculous.
That's all I care about. Dustin says same with song covers, only a couple that are better than the original. Yeah. I don't listen to a whole lot of covers. I saw Luke Combs just put out a cover of Fast Car on his new album. It's not bad. It's fine.
Good for him.
Brad from Baldwin asks, what is Champions about? Is this just going to be, should we make this a bit where we highlight one movie every Tuesday?
I think we should.
Jake, I know you're listening. There's probably some sale opportunities here.
All right, you ready for the synopsis? Woody Harrelson stars in the hilarious and heartwarming story of a former minor league basketball coach who, after a series of missteps, is ordered by the court to manage a team of players with intellectual disabilities. Mm-hmm. He soon realizes that despite his doubts, together this team can go further than they ever imagined.
So what here? I mean, if we really wanted to,
I didn't mess that up, that would have been perfect.
If we really wanted to take this bit to the next level, we need bits on our show, especially during the off season.
We do need more bits.
So if we wanted to take this to the next level, it could be, and we almost did this. I remember right when I started working here, DP wanted to do it where it's like I took like a date onto a movie every Tuesday night or something. And I was like, I don't want to go on a date every Tuesday night.
Now you can.
Now I could.
It'll just be with the same person.
It'll just be with the same person. Well, now here's what's crazy. I don't even have to go on a date. I could just go by myself, and I'd be happy, and I could give the movie review the next day.
I mean, honestly, I'll go. Me and my wife love movies. You don't even like movies. I'll give an honest movie review.
Here's the deal: is I would go to the movies that I want to see. We'd highlight one movie.
I will let people pick the movie I go watch.
That's risky, man.
No, it's not.
I don't want to show up.
Out of all the movies that we just know.
Here's the deal: I don't want to show up at. Let's see, where would it be?
My Neighbor Totoro?
Yeah, or I don't want...
You would be amazed.
I don't want to go see Ant-Man and the Wasp at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday night.
Don't forget Quantumania, all right?
Quantumania.
Get it right.
I don't want to go see Ant-Man.
Yeah, you do. It continues the Marvel series of events.
Yeah.
You
guys know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I know. You're dumb.
All right, let's go ahead, and we'll get to break. I got to dip out of here, so Austin will join Rico coming up next.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the happy hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
March is a month of good luck. From epic runs in state basketball to watching Cinderella spring the upset in college basketball. And of course, St. Patrick's Day. Luck is on your side at Mullen Motors too, because their lot is full of great vehicles to take home. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride, as summer road trips are just around the corner. Your luck starts this month at Mullen Motors.
No tag-on, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln by offering a number of services. From group homes for special needs adults to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the intellectual and developmental disability services your loved one needs to live a fulfilling life. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a more rewarding career, learn more about available positions. Learn more about services for your loved ones or employment today at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, listen up. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop wall-to-wall wine and spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
If your home isn't delivering the year-round comfort you expect, call the experts at Bryant. Warm and cool, comfort and confidence. Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Call 467-1111.
Spring is here. It's time to get back outside and into proper shoes this year. Brown Shoe Fit is the place to buy this spring with their sale on athletic shoes. Get $10 off any athletic shoes $105 and under, and get $15 off any shoe over $105. Choose from respected brands like Hoka, Brooks, New Balance, On, and 361 Running. And don't forget the trendy Hey Dudes. A new shipment just arrived for the season. Start your spring off right at Brown Shoe Fit, just south of 66 and Q in Lincoln.
One of the Nebraska Lottery's most explosively fun promotions is back. Cash Blast. Until April 18th, buy a 2x2 ticket, enter the voucher number, and you could win $5,000 or $500. If your winning voucher is from a 7-day draw ticket or a multiple of 7 ticket, your prize is doubled. There will be 7 weekly drawings and 14 total winners in Cash Blast. So play today. You'll have a blast. But that goes without saying. 2x2 top prize odds 1 in 105,000. Did you know that when you play games from the Nebraska Lottery, you're also supporting and even... That's right. Since 1993, the Nebraska Lottery has raised more than $900 million for Nebraska's environment, educational opportunities, and state fair. So to everyone who plays, we say, the Nebraska Lottery, 30 years of building a better Nebraska.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Nutrition and Wellness has been there for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sure. Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
Everybody is jockeying for position. If I was the head coach, everybody's position would be up for grabs because I want competition across the board. Earn it on the football field. That's the feel that I got from Coach Rule, is that he is an earn it guy. He ain't going to give you anything.
To snatch that position, you got to go out there and solidify it that first week, and then you got to keep coming. You got to keep getting better every day. You got to make your teammates better. And you just got to understand your role.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
Even before you start, that was a
Enrique Alvarez Clary.
I already had someone created in my image. He's evil, he wants to take over the world, and he fits easily into most overhead storage bins.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Final segment of the Happy Hour here on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com, and Ticket TV, channel 951. If you have Allo Cable, go ahead, switch it over. You'll see our beautiful faces. Nick is no longer here, though, because he had to go to class. I think he was
very excited about it.
Yeah,
just
I think he has a speaker in his class, so he's going to go take care of that. So I'm joined by the one and only Austin Orman. Austin, how are you?
I'm great, Rico. How are you?
I am doing fantastic, man. I watched some Elite Eight basketball last night. South Carolina did the damn thing. And then Ohio State couldn't get it done. Lost to Virginia Tech. but it's okay.
Nate Brennan rejoices.
Yeah, the Big Ten had a chance to get 3 teams in the Final Four. If Maryland would have beaten South Carolina and Ohio State would have beaten Virginia Tech, they would have joined Iowa.
Well, what is it? I think I just saw you retweet. Maryland shot like 50% from the floor and
50%
on threes or something like that, and still
50%
lost.
from the floor, 50% from 3, and scored 75 points. And in the last however many years of the NCAA tournament, the NCAA women's tournament, teams are 123-2 when they have that exact stat. Score over 75 or more and shoot 50 and 50. And now they are 123-3.
Yikes.
Because
Tough
South
scenes.
South Carolina's on a roll of double-digit games of holding teams below their scoring average. They are far and away the best defense in women's collegiate basketball this season, and they are going to face the best offense in women's college basketball.
Styles make fights, baby.
The best player in women's college basketball, Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, the best player in women's college basketball is Aaliyah Boston.
I mean, I would also say that, but Caitlin Clark is going to win the award. She's going to win it. Aaliyah Boston is the best player. Her statistics, unfortunately, they're great, but they're not Caitlin Clark statistics.
Here's the other thing. I think Angel Reese from LSU, she's the sister of Julian Reese. Isn't she from Maryland?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I'm pretty sure she is. Also very good at basketball.
She's fantastic. She's amazing. Did you see one of her teammates drew in marker or in pen, drew a ring on her finger after they won their game?
Yes, that was incredible.
That's fantastic. But it's going to be an electric Final Four. Like I said, South Carolina, the best defense, going against Iowa on Friday. And then after that, you have Virginia Tech, who put together a fantastic season. Their point guard, Georgia, can't remember her last name, kind of having a breakout tournament. She's a fantastic shooter. She's also Georgia Amore, fantastic shooter, Australian. A lot of Australian basketball players out here. They'll be going.
Happy trails, Izzy Bourne, by the way.
Yeah, unfortunately, she's going back to Australia to pursue professional opportunities. But Virginia Tech taking on LSU and Kim Mulkey with her iconic fits.
On the men's basketball side, you have Bob Huggins. On the women's basketball side, you have Kim Mulkey.
Yep, Bob Huggins in his stool.
Yep, no, him and his quarter zip pullovers.
Yeah. But
that's all you need.
I just love, he just has that wooden stool that he carries, and it's just everywhere with him.
Mm-hmm.
And he just sits there. And doesn't really get up. He just sits there on that stool, does his coaching.
Remember when Ron Hunter fell out of his stool?
Yes.
That was incredible.
I love it. So many great
underrated March Madness moment.
So many great moments. But we're not going to talk basketball right now because I have a question. I posed a poll question on the Twitter sphere. At Radio Rico AC, get over there and vote in the poll question. All right? You guys ready for this? And it's a joke, so don't take it too seriously. But did Dr. Tom Osborne leave the Huskers program in too good of a spot when he retired? Did he have too much success with Nebraska? He won 3 out of 4 championships to end his career. Was that too much? Was that too hard to follow up?
It was always going to be impossible to follow up. We were talking about this during break, too. Could have been 5 in a row.
It should have been 5 in a row.
Could have been 5 in a row. I would say this. 3 out of 4 is incredible. How much does the conversation change if you get rid of the 94 championship and give them the one in 83? How much, if any, does that change the calculus? Because you get one, about a decade, 11 years into when he took over for Devaney, and then you go another 11, 12 years without one. But then you have a fluke loss in the middle of a really good run at Arizona State. You bounce back, win everything else, and then run the table again in 97.
I don't know if it would change it all that much, just because I think it's just that 3-year span. Let's say they don't win the national championship in 94, like you said, right? They win the one in 83, whatever. In 94, they lose one extra game. They don't win it, but it's pretty much the same. They go, 59-4 in that 3-year span? I still think that's a lot of success, and it's still almost impossible to follow up.
No, you're never going to have the same level of success.
Well, yeah, not the same level of success, but just getting back to a national championship, getting maybe not sustaining that level of success, but keeping it pretty close. It's still damn near impossible. When Nick Saban retires, depending on who takes over, I still think it's Dabo Swinney. It's impossible to follow up what Nick Saban has done at Alabama.
Well, let's bring it even a little closer to home. Oklahoma. Bud Wilkinson, when he takes over, you have your next guy for 2 years, 6-4 and 3-7. I have a guy for 1 year, go 6-4. Chuck Fairbanks was solid. He got Oklahoma back to closer. Then Barry Switzer, who follows Barry Switzer, Gary Gibbs. Doesn't do anything. 7-4, 8-3, 9-3, 5-4, 9-3, 6-6.
Nobody remembers Gary Gibbs.
No. So
those are pretty good records.
They're
just not Barry Switzer.
It's not Barry Switzer, and it's not Bud Wilkinson. No one's going to be able to succeed Nick Saban at the same level. No one's going to be able to succeed Dabo Swinney and keep Clemson at that level.
Oh, yeah.
Heck, I'd be curious to see what Georgia does to follow up. Being the guy after the guy is always difficult. I mean, Hubert Davis almost did the unthinkable 2 seasons ago in winning it all. A 15-point lead at halftime after Roy Williams retires. John Shire just won the ACC tournament championship his first year after Coach K.
And undefeated at home.
Yeah, so again, you can be successful, but you're not going to be the guy, especially not 1 year in.
It's always better to be the guy after the guy.
The guy after the guy after the guy.
The guy after. Yeah, the guy after the guy after the guy. The third guy.
Yeah.
Not the great one, not the one to follow the great one, the one to follow the guy that had to follow the great one.
Yes.
That's what you want to be.
Yes.
Less
the
pressure.
guy to the third.
Yeah, less pressure. Still a lot of pressure, but
Plenty.
less pressure. Because you're taking over because obviously it didn't work with the other guy. Now, if that guy was, Frank Solich, and he had a pretty decent amount of success, got to a national championship, still pretty hard to follow up.
What you're saying is you'd rather be Bill Callahan than Frank Solich.
I mean, honestly, I'd rather be Bo Pelini than Bill Callahan, because Bill Callahan still had to follow
the guy
Solich.
after the guy after.
But
the guy.
but still, he had to follow up a pretty not to the level of Osborne, but Solich had some success.
So did Callahan. I don't want to be that guy.
Kinda.
He won a division title.
Okay. You know what? I'm done with you. I'm done with you,
Nope,
but
you're sticking around.
But I'm not done with you. On the block up next, I'll stick around for a little bit. Strick's doing his strict things. So it'll be me and Austin for a couple of minutes going on there. But thank you guys for listening to the Happy Hour. Adios.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln.